We getting up. We getting up. What's going on? What's going on? Good people. Good people. What's happening? Happening. If I get my words out, this is your bro. This is your dude. This is your guy. This is Darren Johnson, aka Dr. J, and welcome to my live series, Blueprint to Life. Look, I want to know: have you guys, if you're an Android person and if you're an iPhone person, but you like tech, have you guys noticed or saw that the new Galaxy S25 is going to be shipping with Google messages instead of Samsung messages? They're adapting. And what does this mean for you? So while companies are making big adjustments like this, I want to know if you are making big adjustments when it comes to your cell phone bill, a device that every single one of us have to use. Well, I not only found a way to keep bills low, I actually found a way to not pay a cell phone bill, and I have not paid a cell phone bill for years. In so long, in fact, it saved me nearly $10,000 by not having a cell phone bill over the years that I have not had to pay a cell phone bill. And I also get paid every single month for helping people lower their cell phone bills. So, look, if you're catching me live, let me know. Drop live down in the comments below. I am live right now for the very first time on YouTube. I am live on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So let me know where you're coming in from. I'm from a small town to some, big town to others, Spartanburg, South Carolina. So let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know if it's a big town or a small town. And if you get any value out of this at any point, all I ask that you do is drop value below and share it. And definitely make sure you follow me on all platforms. So again, I'm live right now on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and live on Instagram as well, and YouTube for the very first time. So make sure you stick around. And if you see me looking down, look, I talk a lot. I have to keep notes. If I don't keep notes, I'll be all over the place. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking down at my notes. But make sure you stick around because we're going to talk about these changes, how they can affect you, especially if you're an Android person, even if you are an iPhone person. And we're going to be I'm going to be mixing in what you need to understand about MVNOs and how you potentially not only could get paid every single month for helping people lower their cell phone bill, but how you could be like myself and many other people and actually have free cell phone service every single month. So first off, who do I help? I help budget conscious parents. I am a parent. I'm married. I got two boys. And in this economy, money, I don't care what type of money you're making. I'm sure you see value in saving money. So how do I help budget conscious parents? I help them save money on bills that they and everybody has to pay every single month. And why should you listen to me? Because again, I am a parent. And in this crazy economy with the price of everything going up, things are constantly shifting and moving, and it just seems like it's constantly shifting and moving to us spending more money. I'm able to show people how they can lower their bills on things they have to pay in their home, regardless of what end of the spectrum you're on, whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or if you're even financially doing well. And I show people how they can lower those bills, keep them low, not be taken advantage of by salesmen in the big companies, and even get services for free. In this particular video, I'm going to be talking about how to get your cell phone service for free and what an MVNO is and what's so crazy about this change that Google and Samsung deepening their partnership and what it can mean, what it means for you as an Android person and even a person who is a iPhone user. So number one, Samsung, pulling back on its own messaging app. So Samsung got rid of Samsung Messages. So if you're a Samsung person, me personally, you can drop down below. Let me know what cell phone you have. I am on YouTube right now on my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. I'm a Google guy all the way through. Watch, Buds, phone. I've had every single Pixel except for two of them. So I am a Pixel guy all the way through and through. But let me know what particular phone you have right now. You can even let me know what your bill is and what carrier you have. But Samsung is pulling back on and they got rid of Samsung Messages starting now, shipping worldwide with the S25. And the reason they did that is to create a deeper ecosystem on Android. This has been happening with major manufacturers all over the world that use the Android platform. Google Messages has been around for years. And for you fancy iPhone people that go on and on crazy about iMessage and how when you're texting an Android person, it messes up and the videos don't come through clear and this, that, and the third. It was never a person that you were texting with the green bubble, the Android person. It was never their fault. It was always Apple's fault. Apple was trying to keep you guys in their ecosystem. They did not want to play nice. And for years, Android or Google had been trying to get them to move away from the SMS texting platform, which is like 40 or 50 years old, and over to RCS or rich service. So after, I think it's been a couple months now, 2 or 3 months, when the new iPhone iOS 18 dot whatever came out, Apple finally moved over to RCS. Now the difference is if you don't see RCS down in your little texting platform when you're texting a person that has Android, then that just means your particular carrier at the moment hasn't flipped the switch on your own iPhones for RCS. But when you're on Android, it's not about your carrier supporting RCS. It's built into the Google Messages system. So basically, Android for years has had their own quote unquote version of iMessage where we can send long documents, long text messages, clear videos, and so on and so forth. But now now the iPhone is starting to play nice, I should say, with Android when it comes to messaging. But of course, Apple is going to still keep the green and blue bubble thing so people can feel special with their iPhone. But just know your texting is going to get better. So if you have an iPhone and you're not seeing that RCS messaging when you're messaging a Android person, it's just clearly because your carrier hasn't flipped the switch yet. But eventually, all carriers are going to flip that switch because it's something that's needed. So what I'm going to mix in, like I said, what we're doing with MVNOs and how you can understand them. So if you don't know what an MVNO is, please write that down, put it in your messages. You need to Google that and look it up. MVNO, or mobile virtual network, is something that we all should know about if you're budget conscious. So again, every single company, and I'm going to talk about the big three companies here in the United States, which would be T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. All three of those companies have a MVNO. So T-Mobile has Metro PCS, AT&T has Cricket, and Verizon has Blue. So what does that mean? The best analogy I can give you is like the fact that Lexus is owned by Toyota. Now you could go out and purchase a Toyota, and it's going to say Toyota all over it. It's going to have an engine in it that is made by Toyota, or you can probably go spend another $20,000 or $30,000 and purchase a Lexus that is going to be built off the same frame, same network as the Toyota you could have got for cheaper. It's going to have the same exact engine in it. It's just going to have a fancy emblem on it that's going to let us know that either A, you got a little bit more money, or B, you spent some money you should have not spent. That is the difference between you being with one of the big three companies versus being with a MVNO that's running on the same exact network. So I have a partnership with a lot of companies in the business I build from home. One of the industries we're in is the cell phone industry, and we have a MVNO that's a partnership with T-Mobile, but we're able to get the service cheaper than people going directly to T-Mobile. As an example, I took someone who was already on T-Mobile, had 3 lines, was paying $290 for those 3 lines. They kept their phone, kept their number, and I was able to get them down to $113 for those same exact phone number and network. I took someone else from T-Mobile who had 3 lines, and I don't know how this big difference happened, but they were paying almost $200. Same thing. Phone number stayed the same network, got them down to $113. Just recently, about 2 months ago, took someone on T-Mobile paying $168 for 2 lines with the phones paid off and got them down to $80. I actually helped them get a Pixel 9 Pro for their wife. They kept their Samsung phone, and I didn't get anything out of helping them get the phone. So that's another thing. I get paid every single month for the bill. I don't care about what type of phone a person has. When you walk into your carrier and you're dealing with the person on the floor and they're helping you purchase a phone, that's how they get paid, and they don't care what your bill runs up to. But I took him from 168, 160 something, all the way down to $80. I think he pays like $89 after tax. Same phone number, helped him get a new phone for his wife, same as that network, cut his bill in half. So for helping people like that, my bill at the time became free, and I have not paid a cell phone bill again in so long that it saved me nearly $10,000. Oh, I'll give you another crazy story, and it's a person that I helped on AT&T. But let me go to my next point about this shift of Google Messages going global. So this isn't just for the United States. This is for all Samsung devices that are shipping all over the world. They're going to be moving to Google Messages and adapting, because again, they're streamlining, if I get my words out, on Google on an Android platform and making things. Oh no, hold on, maybe later. Okay, we're back. You can't, I forgot, you got an Android phone. You can't say okay, you know that trigger word. But so again, point three, Google Messages provide a level playing field. And I would tell you, even if you have an older Samsung device, I don't know how far you can go back, but even if you have a Samsung device that's maybe 2 or 3 years is going to be the furthest, or how the oldest your phone can be, you actually can download Android Messages on the Play Store and set it up and make it your default app. So the person I just told the story about, that I took from 160 all the way down to $80 for 2 lines, he has a Samsung phone, but I downloaded on his phone Android Messages, got him off the Samsung Messages, and now he has it. It works perfect with other people that he's texting on Android, even when he's texting an iPhone person who has the RCS capability. So you have the ability, even on older Samsung devices. I don't know how far you can go back. I'm going to take a guess and say no longer than 2 or 3 generations back, because after that, it's your device itself just ain't going to have the capability to do RCS. But it's so many things you can do in Android Messages. One of my favorite things, like, y'all let me know, have you ever thought like, oh, I need to text so and so, but it's too late, and it's somebody, you ain't that cool with, some people, you don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you send them a text, but you're like, I need to text them, but it's 11:30 at night. I'm going to forget if I wait until the morning to text this person. Well, one of the cool things you can do with Android Messages is you actually can type out that text message, and then you can hold down on the send button instead of sending it, just tapping it to send. And when you hold down on the send button, you actually can schedule out when you want that text message to go out. So it can be months from now, hours from now, 5 minutes from now. It's one of the coolest things. So there have been plenty of times I wanted to text somebody or send somebody something, and I'm like, man, if I wait, I'm totally going to forget about sending this message out. And then literally type the message out and have it to go out in a couple hours. It's a very cool thing that you can do. So just understand, the software is crazy. You definitely can. One of the cool things you can do is you can go in, you can set up your profile picture, so you know how someone's texted you before, and you have a situation where you're like, who in the world is this texting me? You can't, you just see a number. You have a discovery profile that you can set up, where actually, even if you text someone and they don't have your number for whatever reason, they gave you yours. They gave their number to you, but you didn't give them yours yet. You can have it set up to when you text them, it'll actually show your name instead of a blank number, and a profile picture that you'll have up. So they're going to immediately know, oh, this is Darren texting me, even though I don't have his number saved. And then you actually can go in and save his number. So it's so many things you can do. It's so much technology. But again, one of the things I love, and I do it for fun. I ain't that crazy about it, because at the end of the day, I love helping people save money, but I love poking fun Apple people because they think their ish don't stink and they think their technology is the best, but it's not. There's strong suits for Apple and there's strong suits on Android. So at the end of the day, they both got their pros and cons. But again, people with an iPhone think for years that their service or their technology was better and thought it was a problem with Android phones when they were texting people and the text messages were not coming through clear. There were issues and it was not Android's fault. Again, Google moved away from SMS years ago. As far back as about 2015, 2014, they started RCS, and over the years, they've got all the other companies that are on their platform like Xiaomi, Samsung, Motorola. It's so many companies, Oppo, OnePlus, to move over to Google Messages. And now having Samsung move over to Google Messages is a big deal for what they're doing moving forward with the initiative of Android Messages just being the default platform. And like I said, if you updated your iPhone, if you are an iPhone person, if you updated your iPhone to iOS 18, you're going to see if your carrier has updated and flipped the switch, I should say, for RCS. When you go to text a Android person and they're still going to have the green bubble, you're going to see instead of it saying SMS, it's going to say RCS, which now means you can send long text messages. Videos are going to come through clear. Pictures are going to come through clear on both ends between the Android person and the iPhone person. If you have an iPhone and you don't see that when you're texting the green bubble person, it can mean one or two things. Either the person has a super old Android phone or they have a newer Android phone. RCS is enabled on their phone, but on your end, your carrier just has not flipped that switch. So on iPhone, it's based off your carrier flipping the switch. On Android, it is if you have a phone within the last 2-3 years and you have Android Messages, RCS is going to automatically be turned on either A, when it comes on your device, or B, once you download it, put it on your device and just go into the settings and flip the switch. It's not gonna matter what carrier you're on. So again, look, what do you need to understand about MVNOs? How can it help you lower your bill and potentially get paid from cell phone bills and have free cell phone service? So again, MVNO is a mobile virtual network. All the big three companies in the United States have them, and I'm sure in other parts of the world they have MVNOs. But again, that's about flip for bird. So T-Mobile has Metro PCS, AT&T has Cricket, Verizon has Blue, and the next point is you actually can be on the money making side, not just save money. You can be on the money making side because I, from home, from the comfort of my home, and wherever I have cell phone service at, have a MVNO. We're on T-Mobile's 5G network. We get everything that a regular T-Mobile customer gets as far as service. We just get the bill at a cheaper price. So again, I took someone with T-Mobile, kept their phone, kept their number, same network, took them from $290 a month to $113 a month. Took someone else from T-Mobile, 3 lines, paying almost $200, took them to $113. Took someone from T-Mobile paying $168 for 2 lines, got them down to $80, like $89 after tax, and took someone recently from Verizon paying $140 a month for 1 line, got them down on 1 line with us, $70, tax included. He won't pay $70.01. He will pay $70 every single month, tripled the amount of data, because if you think you got unlimited data, meaning you can use all the data you want, all of the companies are lying. There's no such thing as unlimited data. Everybody has a cap. They just don't explain that. But don't tell nobody I told you that. Triple the amount of data he has, saved him $70 a month. In a story I said I was going to share, which is insane, last year, oh no, it's coming up on 2 years, because this young lady has her security with me in her home, has her internet with me, and then she was on AT&T paying between $4 and $500 a month for cell phone service. Then her husband, so for family plan, teenagers involved in all this, her husband had a line by himself on Metro PCS paying $90 a month for one line. I combined all four of their phones. So they're paying every single month between $500 and $600 a month for cell phone service. Now, again, who do I help? I help budget conscious parents in this crazy economy keep their bills low and even get paid from them and even get services for free if they want. She just wanted the first part. She wanted to keep her bills low. Can you imagine paying $600 a month for cell phone service in your household with the cost of gas, food, rent, and clothes, everything going up, and you're paying $600 a month for a service that in this day and age you have to have? You don't have to have $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 cell phone, but you need a cell phone in this day and age. And they were paying $600 combined in their household for that. And I got all four of their phones for about $120 or $130 a month. Took them from sharing data on AT&T to each phone getting its own allotment of data. And that's over $5,000 a year they're keeping in their pocket. And for helping people do stuff like that, every single month, I get paid from their bills. And I've helped so many people do that my company said, you know what? We're going to eliminate your cell phone bill. Your cell phone bill will be free every single month because you've helped so many people and they're still connected. And it's helped me save almost $10,000 over the years that I'm able to keep in my pocket, move towards other things, save, invest, put back into my business. That's just money I did not have to spend. So look, if you got any value out of this whatsoever, if you want to know how around, because hey, I didn't say this, I work still. I'm just a blue collar worker. I work in manufacturing. I'm not nobody special. I didn't have to go to school to get into this industry or anything like that. My wife is in state law enforcement. The best way I can make you think, if you think of the FBI on the state level, that's what my wife does. She's been in law enforcement for 17 years now. So we're just blue collar people. But in this day and age, we understood that we wanted to do two things: save money and make extra money. And if we're able to do it on bills we have to pay, meaning save money and make money on them, then it's going to be a win-win. So if you got any value out of this whatsoever, just drop. And you want to know how we're doing this around what we do full-time, marriage, kids, all just life. If you want to be a person that's in a position to make extra money around what you do full-time and it does not interfere with what you do full-time, and actually possibly get some bills for free, give you another hint, we can in certain states get gas and electricity bills for free and some other services as well, then just drop free below. If you somehow catch this on replay, still drop free below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So if you got any value, hey, make sure you're following me. I'm on all platforms. I am right now live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube for the first time. So make sure to hit that follow button if you got any value. And again, drop free below and I will get some information to you and you can see if what we're doing is truly a fit for you, or if not, may not be. But hey, at least you will know how you possibly can save money on bills you have to pay and even get some of them for free. So I hope you guys are having a blessed one. Be safe out there this weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace. So we out on IG. We are out on TikToks. We're out on YouTube. See y'all guys later.